We come to Plunker, launch an editor. Come here, we want a new project. We want Angular TypeScript. We click yes. Make this live preview. So we have our Angular 2 application as always, and let's write a pipe. So first of all, we need a new file. Yeah, so let's call source is a folder, and our file is going to be named ellipsisfilter.ts. Okay, so if we want to write a filter, we have first of all to import the pipe decorator, the pipe interface, and this was pipe transform. This is import from Angular 2 core. Yeah. Now we need to write the decorator, so we have here pipe. Okay, we need to tell a name for our pipe. It's going to be ellipsis. Then we need to export this class, and let's put the name ellipsis filter. It implements the interface pipe transform. This is really interesting because later on we won't use Plunker, we will use Web Studio. And if you said, okay, I want to implement this interface, WebStorm and also Visual Code or any other IDE will mark this in red, like, okay, but you want to implement this interface, but you haven't written yet the function. So the function that is mandatory in this interface is the transform. Okay, we have to always use this one. So we will receive a input. In this case, I will say that it's a string, and we will receive an array of parameters, and this array is of type any. Okay, as we said, we return anything from the filter, the result of our transformation. And what do we have to do with the ellipsis? If the value that we receive as a parameter, right, it's not undefined, and value dot length it's bigger than our first parameter. Okay, what is the first parameter? Okay, when we call the filter, we will see later in our template, yeah, we will pass the string and one first parameter, that is how many characters we want before applying the 3 dots. So basically we are comparing our value.length. If it's bigger or equal than the number of elements that we want in the chart, then we will do like this. Value, it's going to be value sub, I always forget how to write this, sorry, substring, yeah, it's all lowercase, substring. Okay, so we put here args, yeah, 0 plus the 3 dots. And yeah, let's return this directly. We don't need to put it in the value. But everything else, yeah, we just return the value. So for example, if it's undefined, we don't have to apply any transformation. We just return undefined. So with this, we have the definition of the pipe filter. Don't worry so much about this. It could be implemented more efficient and so on. But we don't care. What we care is that we define a pipe, we are exporting this class, and we are implementing the pipe transform. So how do we use this? Let's go to our app. Here, this is the classical example. And let's say now that we have a paragraph, and we will print here a variable data for ellipsis. Yep. So this is a variable that we want to print. Okay, right now it's not printing anything. So let's define here data for ellipsis. Yeah, and let's put a very short text first. Let's try this. Okay, so how do we use the pipe filter? First always remember, import. What do we want to import? What's the name of our class? Ellipsis filter. So we copy this, we paste this here. Ellipsis filter, where, sorry, yes, this is where, in the same folder, and the name of the file is ellipsis filter. We don't need to put the extension here. Angular is smart enough to know that. We will see how later. So now we can say here, we have to put here pipes. Yeah, so this, why? If we remember, this is dependency injection, so Angular will take care of creating an instance, and we are telling to this component that is using this pipe. So now we are ready to put here ellipsis, and this it's for the second parameter, so we want the ellipsis after 5 characters. Yeah. Okay, so nothing is happening right now because we don't have more than 5 characters. So let's say A, B, C, D, E. Okay, we have a bug, so let's debug this. So we are returning the substring. Yeah, okay, let's go to the here. Let's do it properly. Yeah, I was using the substring wrong, so I told you I'm not good with the substring. So now we want a substring from the value from 0 to the number of strings that we want, charts. So from 0 to 5, and then we apply this. So this is now the solution. It's A, B, C, D, E. We have the 3 dots. Let's take one less to test this. Yeah, we don't have it because we are not fulfilling the condition of 5 here. So let's put D, E, F. Yeah, so now we print A, B, C, D, E. We don't see the F, okay, but we see the 3 dots. Okay, if we take the example of we have it before, we could do something else that is really interesting, like we define an input, yeah. We create a local variable, like box. We saw this in the video of getting the user input, right? Then we put, well, this is just HTML, a placeholder that says type something. And then we want to capture the event from the user key up, and we will call the function on key up, and we will pass the local variable the value of our input, yeah? Okay, so we need a function that is on key up. We will pass a value, and sorry, we will assign this dot data for ellipsis value. Yeah, I would like to do this also. Let's put this as a variable here, a string. We'll put it on the find, and data for ellipsis. Perfect. So let's see if I made any mistake. We have the key up. On key up, we call this. We have the data for ellipsis here. We call it here. We pass the value. We have the string. We have the initialization. Let's put this public. So here we have the box. We have the placeholder and key up. Oh, here there is a mistake. Yes. So what do we do now? We have an input. When we type, we said this is a long text. So as we can see here, we are passing the data for ellipsis here dynamically. So Angular will send here the value from the input. We will set this value, and automatically Angular is smart enough to go put again this value here, pass it through the filter, and apply the ellipsis. And all this is happening in real time. So let's see when we come to 5 elements. Oh, now we don't have the ellipsis. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you to finish with this example, and see you in the next video.